Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something pretty eerie this time.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, have you ever had like this weird feeling at work, like something's off?
All the time, actually. Haha, but I think I knew where you're going with this.
Definitely. Okay, so picture this, a tie factory, right? And it seems like every other week, something strange is happening. Our main source for this one, by the way, is this YouTube video. It's from this channel called Pachelia Bailan.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that one. Pretty creepy stuff.
Right. And the guy telling the story, they call him Kun Todd. He was the HR manager there.
Ooh, HR. That's interesting. So he'd be right in the middle of everything going on.
Exactly. All the drama, all the gossip. He would have seen it all.
Yeah, and, knowing how these things work, he's probably got some stories he's not even telling.
Oh, for sure. So Kun Todd says there's this one position at the factory, an engineering job, and they just can't keep it filled.
Really? What's so special about this job?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't seem special at all. They're advertising everywhere, like newspapers, even putting up notices on the factory walls.
That's pretty old school.
Yeah, but still no one's sticking around. And then it gets even weirder. There's this security guard, right? And he starts asking about the engineering job.
A security guard. Wanting to be an engineer?
Yeah, I know. It's strange. Kuntop figures maybe he's got a family member, a nephew or something who's looking for work.
Makes sense. It's a natural assumption, right?
Right. But then things take a turn. So they finally hire this woman, Non-B. She's their first female engineer. And she's good, like really good.
Oh, wow. Breaking barriers.
Yeah. She's qualified. Everyone respects her work. Seems like they finally found the right person.
You'd think so.
Yeah, but then just before her probation ends, boom, she's fired.
No way. What happened?
Well, the owner, Kun Kai, says she wasn't skilled enough and that she was using her, femininity to get ahead.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
Right? Kun Todd's like, this guy's delusional. He saw her work. She was amazing.
Ugh, so frustrating. What did she do?
Well, the worst happens. Shortly after she's fired, Nam B commits suicide.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, she hangs herself. And Kun Tai tries to keep it quiet, like it never happened.
Wow, that's so messed up.
So they hire another guy, Kun M, but all the workers are comparing him to Nung B, like they can't let go.
Yeah, I bet. That's got to be tough, following after someone like that.
And then Kun Todd sees something that just chills him to the bone. He sees Nung B's ghost standing right behind Kun M in the office.
Whoa. Okay, now we're getting into some seriously spooky territory.
And it only gets worse from there. Workers start seeing her ghost everywhere. One of them even sees her hanging in the bathroom.
Ugh, that's terrifying.
And Kun M, he quits. Just like that, never says why.
I mean, can you blame him? After seeing all that, I'd be out of there too.
Right? Makes you wonder if there's something about that engineering position itself,
Yeah, like it's cursed or something.
Exactly. So they hire a third engineer, right? This guy, Kun Chok.
Kun Chok, huh?
And you know what? He's like the biggest skeptic you've ever met.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he laughs off all the ghost stories.
Doesn't believe any of it.
Nope. He even, taunts the ghost.
Taunts the ghost? What, is he trying to get himself haunted?
That's what I thought, but then
What happens?
he starts having these seizures.
Seizures, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, totally unexpected. But he insists, no, I'm fine. Nothing wrong with me.
Denial, denial, denial.
Totally. Kuntat's like, pretty sure Nong B's ghost has something to do with this.
Yeah, I mean, come on, that's a pretty big coincidence.
Right. It's terrifying, honestly.
What happens to Kun Chok?
Well, he ends up dying in a motorcycle accident.
Oh, no.
So now it's 3 engineers, all gone, all with these strange circumstances surrounding their, departures.
Yeah, at this point, you can't ignore it anymore. There's something definitely wrong.
Right. And even Kun Kai, the owner, he starts to get spooked.
Really? So even he's changing his tune.
Yeah, he finally admits that maybe, just maybe, there's a haunting going on.
So what does he do?
He says he's going to bring in a monk to bless the factory.
Oh, that's interesting. A traditional solution.
Right. But before the monk can even, get there,
Kun Kai does something else.
he gives the engineering job to his nephew, this guy Kun Kim.
His nephew, after everything that's happened.
Yeah, it's like he didn't learn anything.
Talk about nepotism, right?
Seriously. And guess what? Kun Kim's even worse than Kun Chok.
Worse how?
He's totally dismissive of everything, doesn't believe in a ghost, thinks Nong B wasn't even that good of an engineer.
So he's basically walking into a haunted house and yelling, "Come at me, ghosts."
Yep, pretty much. And, well, something does come at him.
Oh, what happened?
Kun Kim and Kun Todd are having lunch, right? And they both hear this female voice just out of nowhere.
The ghost.
Has to be, right? And it yells, "Get out!" Like a warning.
Wow, a direct message from the other side.
Yeah, and then, not long after, Kun Kim has this awful accident.
Another accident. What happened this time?
He gets electrocuted by some faulty machinery in the factory.
Wow. And wasn't that the same machinery Nong B had warned about before she was fired?
Exactly. It's like she's trying to protect them, even in death.
This is heavy stuff. So what about Kun Todd? Is he still at the factory?
Well, he gets his own warning, too. He hears a voice telling him to leave, like right now.
Oh, he better listen to there.
He doesn't even think twice. He just grabs his stuff and runs out of there.
Good move.
Yeah, because that night, A huge fire breaks out at the factory.
A fire.
Yeah, and guess where it started? The same faulty machinery that zapped Kun Kim.
No way.
And while everyone's, freaking out, someone sees the security guard.
The security guard from before, the one who was asking about the job?
Yep, that's him. And he looks like he's seen a ghost.
Okay, so he's involved somehow, but how?
Well, buckle up, because this is where things get really crazy. Kuntad runs into Kunkai's former driver.
The driver? What's he got to do with anything?
Turns out, the driver is the security guard's son.
Okay, interesting.
And get this, he's also Non-B's adopted brother.
Whoa, hold on. So all this time, there's been this connection we didn't even know about.
Exactly. And then, the driver just comes out and says it. Nong-bi had tried to warn Kun-kai about the dangerous machinery.
She was trying to do the right thing all along.
Yeah, but instead of listening, Kun-kai, he harasses her and then fires her.
So that's why the security guard was so interested in that job. He was trying to help her.
It all makes sense now, right?
Yeah, it's all starting to come together.
Like, she was trying to save everyone and they wouldn't listen.
Yeah, it's tragic, really. Nong-bi gets punished for trying to do the right thing, and it ends up costing her her life.
And now her brother, this driver, he's so angry, he's heartbroken. He tells Kuntad that he put something in Kun-kai's car.
Put something? What do you mean?
He doesn't say exactly what it is, but he's sure, absolutely sure, that Kun-kai's going to die. And not just die, but die horribly.
Like a curse or something?
Yeah, it's pretty chilling.
So what happens? Does Kun-kai actually die?
He does. Not long after that conversation with the driver, Kun-kai's in this car crash. Really bad one.
Oh, no.
And they find his body, and it's gruesome. His neck is broken, twisted backwards.
Just like non-bi?
Exactly. It's like some kind of poetic justice,
Yeah, it definitely makes you think. Karma, maybe. Or maybe something else?
It's hard to say for sure, but it's definitely unsettling. This whole story, it started with just a job opening, right? And now we're talking about hauntings and curses and revenge.
It just shows you never really know what's going on beneath the surface.
Absolutely. And it makes you think about all the things that, we might be missing, the stories we don't hear.
The whispers in the corridors, right?
Exactly. What do you think? What's the biggest takeaway from all of this?
I think it's a reminder that we need to listen to each other, really listen, especially when someone's trying to warn us about something.
Yeah, like Nong-bi tried to warn Kun-kai, but he didn't want to hear it.
And look what happened. It's a lesson in the importance of speaking up, too, and standing up for what's right.
I agree. It's a story about consequences, about how our actions, even the ones we think are small, can have a ripple effect.
And sometimes those ripples can come back to haunt us.
This deep dive has been pretty heavy, hasn't it?
It has, but it's important to explore these kinds of stories, even if they make us uncomfortable.
Because sometimes the things that scare us the most are the things we need to hear the most.
Exactly. So if you're feeling brave, we want to hear your thoughts on this whole thing. What do you make of Non-B's story? Head over to our social media and use the hashtag #DeepDiveGoats to share your theories and reactions.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. And remember, keep your ears open. You never know what whispers you might hear.